Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Carlos back with Let's Talk. Hey, so I got this thing on my mind. I've been thinking about this for a few days now. The whole thing happened. Places to be unnamed, people are to be unnamed. You know that whole thing, right? So essentially, this individual showed a lot of energy with me. Things got heated. We got in each other's face. We said what we had to say, right? Following day, I see the same individual, but this time he's wearing a ball cap, very low. He's wearing his jacket on. It's not very cold, but he's got his collar up. Won't won't even look me in the eyes. Won't even look in my direction. Granted, this individual's spouse may have influenced that also. But here's my thing, right? If you're gonna come at me with some type of energy on day one, you need to be willing to carry that same energy on day two, day three, day four. I'm not saying you have to like me. I'm not saying you have to be friends with me. We can work things out or we can agree to disagree and go our own separate ways. But if you want to come at me a certain way, I have a little bit more respect for you if you're willing to show your face afterward and you're willing to look me back in my eyes. Now, I understand not everybody's raised like this. People have a lot of different ways of dealing with conflict. Sometimes people get heated, what have you. Then they realize that maybe they was wrong. They initiated a situation. It didn't play out the way they expected it to. Now they feel guilty. I get that. But if that's the case, then you need to come back and you need to be like, you know what? I need to apologize. I need to, need to speak to you now when emotions aren't flared. Because me, if I come at you a certain type of way, the next day I'm still gonna continue to show my face, and I'm gonna still show you who I am. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna tuck tail just because it's not really my way of doing things. Does that mean that I'm gonna throw a fight, throw punches and fight somebody every time something goes down? No, because 90% of the things that go on in the world don't require that. Even when people are heated, we know that, but not a but here. The thing is that I respect you more as a person if you come back, if we have to cross paths again for whatever reason, and you look me in my eyes, I look you at yours. Even if we're like, man, I can't stand you. Stay away from me. Do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. Whatever. But I respect that. But if you come up to me and you person like this, that I can't respect that. That tells me a lot about who you are as a person. And you might ultimately even be raising a child, which means that that child is going to see that. Now, me, I have children. I raise them to be straight up. I have a goddaughter. I, I help the very best that I can teach her how to be a good woman, even though she's very young. But I'm going to teach her also, hey, you got to be straight up. You can't be tough on Tuesday and be embarrassed on Wednesday. Even if you are embarrassed, you still got to sit there and show who you are. Now, I'm gonna also take into consideration maybe that individual spouse said, you know what, you were wrong. You shouldn't have done the things that you did. You shouldn't have said the things that you did, and maybe they're the reason why it played out like that. Now, the other thing too is if you're gonna have that same energy around me, when you see if you see my family around, you need to have that same energy around them. There's a few of us in my family that don't back down now. You in it now. So I guess long story short is that don't back off just because you didn't like the way an outcome came or because you might be embarrassed. If you're that embarrassed, you obviously feel guilty about something. If you're guilty about it, that obviously means that you need to apologize for those actions. If I'm wrong, I'll totally apologize. I've told many people this. Hey, I'm not too proud to apologize, and I'm not too proud to say that I'm wrong, and I'm not too proud to say, "Come help me, teach me something." You may not like the way I come at it if you come at me a certain way, but hey, that's it. Emotions are emotions, right? All right, so that's my topic. As always, talk to me and I'll talk back. Hit a like, hit a comment, subscribe if you like what I got to say in the comments. As always, give me topics to talk about so we can talk about a lot of stuff. Only things I won't talk about will be politics, Second Amendment, and religion, because of the fact that we're going to talk about everyday stuff, but I don't want to talk about things that create more problems than anything else, in my view. You want to know my personal opinion on some stuff? Maybe later on in the year we'll get into it. But as always, talk to me. I'll talk to you. All right? Peace, YouTube.